Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls 2 with Flik the Mage, and like I said last time, we're going to start by picking up a fragrant branch of yore. In theory, I just realised I'm going to be buying it and I don't know how much it costs. I guess we'll find out. So for that we are going to travel to Iron Keep, which you remember we unlocked after finishing the earthen area. Now, it's a pretty dangerous area. I quite like it actually, although it does have some pain in the ass moments. It's also inhabited by the Alone Knights, which are basically crossbreeds of ninjas and knights. I like them. They're very fast though, they're very good at closing the gap, and they have a pretty badass fighting style as well, the captain ones especially. It's going to be interesting whether or not I can actually evade these guys. To get to the merchant I want, to get the fragrant branch I was talking about, I only need to kill 2 of them. So this should not be an insurmountable challenge. We shall see, however. The area itself, I don't want to tackle just yet. I think I want to tackle the gutter first. I only want to lure the one. I should have been firing, really. I keep on forgetting. I'm very happy with how much damage that did. But you see what I mean about closing the gap? They also have a ninja type run where they move their legs really quick. It's quite funny to see from a distance, but they close the gap so very quickly when they do that. There's the other one. I am very glad that I'm doing that much damage to them. Ooh. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't do more damage to me with that swing, although they are using katana, so it's more about speed than weight of strike. So in here, in the start of Iron Keep, there will be another Alone Knight upward, yep, there, right there, and there's another one hidden behind a pillar on the right. But if I take a hard right, they should not aggro. Let me just make absolutely sure I'm not wrong about this. Right, that's fine. And there's another one up those stairs, but he shouldn't aggro as long as I stay here. And the merchant I want is here. However, if I can't afford this branch, I'm going to have to go kill a few of them. So we'll have a little conversation with this guy. I'll let his dialogue talk.
Who, me? I'm Magarold. Who else? What? Have a look at my...
Oh, he isn't going to say much yet. Right, let me just check how expensive we're... Oh, so he sells the Jester Thomas gear. And if I remember correctly, the hands, yeah, they have the same effect as the coveted serpent ring. So if you can wear both, you can stack and get quite a lot of souls per regular enemy kill. Curse Bite ring. Now, what spells do you have? Soul Arrow, Great Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Soul. I could actually have 3 of those equipped if I was to buy his copy of the spell. That's actually rather tempting, because they're pretty... Yeah, they do okay. I'd rather have another Soul Spear or whatever, but still, that's pretty good. And this is also the NPC which can use the Skeptic Spice and the Simpleton Spices to lower the cost of spells, sorceries and miracles and hexes. I'm not going to start using my supply yet because I want to use them on the very, very expensive sorceries. So, plus I can use basically all the sorceries I have right now. I need to find some of the harder hitting ones. Oh, did I check what the fragrant branch cost? It costs 7.5 grand. He also sells the noise making nut thingies. Not going to bother wasting some money on him right now, or on them right now rather, because I need 7.5 grand for that. But let's exhaust some of his dialogue first.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Oh, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages. There's good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle. But the thing was too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground. Fire spouted from the earth, and the place turned into this. At least, that's what I'm told. Not a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything for you today? Hey, you know that old fella with the hulking blue sword? He talks really highly of it, but I got a feeling it's a fake. I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of talked around it. Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there.
So he is actually one of 2 NPCs in the game that imply, or basically out and right state that Benhart's sword is a phony, and it is. That's why its stats are bloody awful. So this NPC, he has one other purpose. He is actually the owner of a covenant, but you can't activate that aspect of him until much later in the game when you have a certain item that he covets. So we'll go back to him at that point. Now, I need 7.5 grand, which means a few more of these ninja knights have to die. Yeah, these guys are weak to magic. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised because I know for a fact that the armor they drop is weak to magic since I used it enough, and there should be a wall here, right? Yep. Didn't need to even read that, I remembered. I can't remember what's in it though, but we'll find out. Alright, it's the ballista that you can fire into the back of one of the other knights and get an easy kill. Interesting, interesting. I never actually was able to try this fully on my other character because I'd already killed these guys to the point they don't come back. Suck on that! Didn't really do a lot of damage though. I was expecting it to do like a critical hit, not 170. Would have done more than that with my spell. I mean, he's not going to come back, is he? No, there is actually 3 of them in there. So I don't want to aggro all 3 of them. 2 of them is fine. How much am I getting? 700 a kill. Not good. Oh, you closed that gap, didn't you? Uh oh. Let's just kill him and not take any risks because I'm not going very deep into this area yet, so I don't mind using my Estus. See what I mean? Great heavy soul arrows are still kind of doing the job, so having another copy of the spell I'd be a-okay with. Ow. Alright, and there should still be 2 more back through here, yep. I'm doing this in a very roundabout way. But if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Killing these 2 down here is not going to give me enough, unfortunately. See how fast he closed the gap there? He was doing the little quick step thing. There is 1 more. Where are you? Nope, that's a player ghost. Where are you? You're there. There you are. He was trying to do the fast walk as well. I'll just waste 3. Now, if you have enough fire resist and coat yourself in water and whatnot, you can just grab that, and it's the old iron key that you use back where you killed the first boss. The door right next to that. I think that's the old iron key anyway, and that gives you access to where the fire monsters are in Forest of Fallen Giants. So as I say, it's the door right next to where you fought the first boss. Now this room is a dick room because it's filled with these Alone Knights, and they use great bows with great arrows, and they have a very similar effect to the Anor Londo Knights in Dark Souls in that they do tons of damage, and even if you block they can send you flying. It's probably the most annoying room, especially that bastard up there. I'm really worried about how much damage one of these might do to me actually, so I need to kill like 3 more knights annoyingly. I could just make the other ones respawn actually. I think I'm going to do that because I don't want to get too far into Iron Keep. Iron Keep is what I want to do after I've finished doing the gutter, and maybe somewhere else, maybe beyond Doors of Pharros. I consider Iron Keep the hardest of the areas that block the way to an old one. You may disagree. Some people might not like the gutter just because of how dark it is, or the third area I was alluding to, which is Brightstone Cove. But I consider Iron Keep pretty damn tough, so especially for a mage. So I'm not going to be tackling it fully just yet. So if I get 700 per kill, was it 700 or was it 600? I've forgotten already. Let's find out. I wonder how much dark does to these guys actually. Are they weak to dark? No, but dark does have a blowback effect, which is actually rather helpful. And I have tons of dark orbs, so is that going to be quite enough? Yes it is, good. So if you remember, the reason I'm wanting this branch is to go back to the Shaded Woods and finish what I started in terms of all the things you can do with unpetrifying people back there. And I needed 2 branches, and even though Man Scorpion Tark gave me 1, I still only have 1 in total because of the way I was using them. So now I have 2, held 2, yep, good. Right, we're on track for what I wanted to do today. So we're going to go back to the Shaded Woods, and we're going to start unpetrifying more ungrateful sods who will try and kill me once I do it. I'm always curious why some of the enemies are petrified. Like, what led to them being petrified? Do the basilisks just willy-nilly spray their petrification stuff around even if you're not there? I know there's no real reason other than, you know, just kind of blocking you away from items you covet, but still. So we want the Shaded Ruins bonfire. I get Shaded Woods and Shaded Ruins mixed up. I apologise if I've been making that mistake in previous parts. By the way, I'm going to have to kill my way through these guys again. I know it's annoying. I might get away with not having to do it at first, because where I want to go, once I spawn here, any second now, long loading screen, is right over there. Now, unfortunately, this tiny little gap here, I think, means I won't be able to get over there. It's just a quick way back. And the guy I want to unpetrify is that guy right there. So let's see, how am I going to do this? Can I just jump from up here? That might be... I mean, these bloodstains suggest that what I'm about to attempt may be stupid. How did you die? No, you were fighting with one of them. Okay, so that's why you died. That looks like... that looks like I can do that. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for it. There we go, that worked fine. I don't think there's any items over here. So the reason we want to unpetrify this guy, and then I'm going to be cheap and lure him back over there so it's easier to fight him. Oh, there's an item down this end actually. We'll go see what that is first. The reason we want to unpetrify this guy is that he drops a Fang key. And we use the Fang key to free an NPC that I mentioned in the previous part. It's down that trap hole. Have I ever been back in there from... I think you have to... Oh, no, you have to... Nope. No, that chest is open, right? That chest is open. Right, never mind. Ignore me. I was going to say you have to jump in to get it, but no, you don't. Now, if you look through there, you maybe might just be able to make out a old man sitting in a chair. We can go and talk to him. I will try and remember. He is owner of a covenant, and he also opens up a optional area with an optional boss if you jump through some hoops for him later on. Not sure what that area down there is for. There is a message. Maybe there's an item. Let me just test here. Visions of death. Okay, never mind. Let's get back on track. We're unpetrifying this sod here and he will immediately try to kill me. Ungrateful little sod. So we're going to run back over here. He will follow us because he hates us so damn much, rather, for freeing him from his eternal torment of being turned to stone. How much room do I have here? I've got plenty of room. This will be easy. So we know from last time, the trick to these guys is backstabbing them, although sometimes they wise up to us for some reason. Got him. Now, do I have enough damage to two-hand murder this man as he stands up with his pokey combo? Yes, I do, and there we go. That is the Fang key, so that is what I wanted, and I did use up 2 spells, so I will quickly rest. The annoying thing is, you rest, and obviously he's back now. Sometimes he can aggro and just come straight back over and get you. I really don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go down here, and then that should mean he doesn't aggro. Yep, good. So now comes the boring bit, where I have to kill all these guys for a 3rd time on camera. See, this is why I don't do any farming and that kind of stuff on camera, because you don't want to see this over and over, do you? But still, we're going to have to kill a few of these guys, the 2 that come for me straight away for a start. Oh yeah, we have to kill that basilisk too. Yeah, we'll do that in this part. So I think that probably means this part's going to comprise of me just finishing this area, getting the last of the secrets and whatnot. So if you're looking for a part with a boss kill, probably not. In fact, yeah, I'm going to say it right now, definitely not. This part will not have a boss in it. So if you're only here for the bosses, I don't mind if you go now. Feel free. I will try and keep things entertaining as best I can, though, in the meantime. For those who do stick around... Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to fight 2 of them at the same time. That is not the way this is going to go. Right, he dropped down, so I should be able to come around here. It's still going to take like 2 more at this rate. Go down and attack. No, not that one! No! Oh, I hate the lock-on system of this game. How hard is it to target closest enemy, honestly? Right, that'll kill him before he hits me. Excellent. And now I can just take out the sword and go toe-to-toe with this guy as normal. What are you backing off for? Am I intimidating? Does my mid-drift intimidate you? What the? He turned around! Just at the mere mention of my mid-drift... Oh, okay, he's one of these guys who spins fast on the spot magically. Got you. Nope, apparently not. Okay, this is going to be a bit difficult. This time, got you. But he's at full health, so I'm going to have to do 1 more. Still, these aren't the only enemies that randomly magically turn on the spot, by the way. It's because I don't think they want you relying on backstabs as much as you could do in Demon Souls and Dark Souls. I mean, it was a bit overpowered, some of the backstab shenanigans. Right, good, so that's only 2. I could go kill that big basilisk now. Do I still have soul spears? No, I do not. But if I burn a few spells first, then I can use up an item, get soul spears back, use them. I don't think he's strong against magic, and I think I can probably binocular snipe so that he never even aggroes. He's not strong against magic. I mean, yeah, I think I'm so far away that I'm actually just going to ultra cheese this, so I don't think he's going to do a damn thing. I apologise if cheesing your way through enemies is tacky, but, you know, it's a giant basilisk. I don't want to go toe-to-toe with that thing. I'm not a melee guy. By the way, if you're ever curious about the melee build that I keep on mentioning, I did a Patreon-only exclusive video look at my very first Dark Souls 2 character, going through my melee build, what saw me through the game. Definitely not a this will win the game for you build. I was just kind of showing it off because I know I always bring it up. If you don't know what that is, Patreon is a monthly donation type thing where you can support what I do. You get an exclusive ad-free video every Saturday. Not always going to be Dark Souls, it was just the one-off. I kind of do random stuff each week. And that's the only time I'll mention it. It's just I'm bringing it up because it was... Oh, there's an enemy here. Because it happened to be Dark Souls themed this week. In terms of videos outside of this playthrough on Dark Souls 2 that everybody will see, I am considering doing, in celebration of the PC version being released later in April, a top 5 best and worst bosses video. My own personal preference, obviously, not just like me polling 100 people and saying this is the results. I've already started capturing some footage and I'm very curious if people are interested in that. Because it would take a lot of work producing these kind of list videos. Because I've already made a different character, for example, just to get some of the earlier bosses footage. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the earlier bosses in said list, but it's just so I have footage of every boss. And I thought it might be fun. So if you are interested in a top 5 best and worst, in my opinion, bosses of Dark Souls 2, let me know, and I'll try and make sure I get it done before or on the release of the PC version. And I think I've already mentioned that I am getting the PC version, so if you are only going to play it on PC, I will be able to join you. Don't know what I'm going to do for that yet. I am still open to feedback on whether you want another playthrough as a different build for the PC version. I'd be far more inclined to do that if the PC version is as good looking as the early preview videos of this game was, because then it would feel like a different game almost. I mean, not fully, but a little bit. So we got another Pharros lockstone. That is excellent. And now let me count this up. There's one guy there. The other guy around the corner shouldn't aggro. And in the hole there is 4 basilisks, I think. What happens if I binocular snipe so far away? Will he put his shield up? No, but it still does basically nothing, so it's pretty irrelevant, really. Okay. Another reason I want to finish this area so I never have to bloody come back, because these guys are just too good against my build. So I suppose for melee characters that's still the best way to do it. If you're using like a kick-ass greatsword, still go for the backstab and you'll do tons of damage. Although I imagine they're probably susceptible to riposting as well, like if you counter them, but I'm really bad at that, so I don't do it. I don't know if I ever brought it up, but apparently you can do that to the pursuer, and that's the way you... Oh yeah, I think I remember mentioning now. And that's how you manage to get him with the ballistic, even if you're by yourself. You stun him with a riposte, and then go use it. Right, so we now should be able to safely drop in this hole. Although I use the term safely very loosely, because there's basilisks down there. Now, can I see any of them? Can I snipe any of them? That's the real question. Also, you see that yellow liquid? That degrades your equipment the longer you stand in it, so it's best to avoid it. Where are you? Where are you? You are... they're in the damn caves so that you can't see them on purpose. I'm not sure how much health I'm going to lose dropping down here either, but I guess it's time to find out, isn't it? Okay. We're going to move, and we're going to avoid the puddles. We're going to turn... Oh, God. Roll. Roll like your life depended on it, because it probably does. I didn't mean to... Did you see how much durability came off my staff there when I touched that puddle for like a second? Luckily, I only need to come down here once, so let's get it over with. Right. We're safe, I think. Got all these poor petrified swords. I wonder if there's more than usual because it's for players who've died doing this. That's how it was in the other games, right? Jump the puddle. I think I still touched it a bit. That's very annoying. Oop, oop, oop. Right. Let's just make sure all the basilisks are gone. Gone, yep. And in here should be fine too. And get an item. Twinkling Titanite, excellent. Right, so with the Fang key we can open this door and we get to meet Ornifex, who is a horrid looking individual. But she is our... Oh, an Estus flash card as well. She is our second NPC for creating unique equipment out of boss souls. So let's have a talk with her.
Thank you for helping me.
You are really disturbing, Ornifex.
I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way?
Right, so we've just freed her, so basically she has nothing on her, but she is going to give us a reward when we talk to her again. She moves to her home in Brightstone, Cove, Tossaleta, or whatever it's called, which is the area that links into this and you gain access to after beating the scorpion nest that we killed in the last part. So let me just think about what else I can get done here. I can break these, right? Yes, I can. Ideally we do want to speak to the old man, so we can go around and do that. If we go through here... Yep. Oh, I'm going to have to run past this guy though. I don't really want to have to fight him, so... Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. Just hang out. Hang out over there. And we'll come back round here. Didn't want to rest because there shouldn't be... Oh, I might need to kill one more enemy, but I'm just going to try and avoid if possible. They shouldn't follow me where I'm going. So to get to that old man in the wheelchair, what you want to do is come up here and run basically dead ahead into the long grass. And I think I'm just going to do that. I shouldn't get followed. If I do, that'll be problematic, but let's see. There we go. We'll quickly get out of the way, we'll Estus and wait a second to see if any of them follow me. It seems safe. And we'll see what's in this chest. I can't actually remember what's in this chest, so let's see. Homing... Oh! It's a sorcery! Let me just quickly... Homing Somas, Homing Somas. Ah, I can use it as well! Right! Multiple soul masses appear above the head. When fired, they home in on the target. Excellent. Right, let's speak to... I can't remember this guy's name.
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are.
Don't chat me up, old man.
A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow.
Ah, is my stats still not high enough?
And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself.
Talking amongst myself? That makes no damn sense. How I English?
The need for a truer dark.
So to join this guy's covenant, you have to meet him in 3 places. This is one of the 3. You can do them in any order you like. So, for the record, this is just the one I happened to stumble upon first. Yeah, I think these also moaning because my stats in faith and intelligence aren't high enough. My intelligence will be high enough for sure, it'll probably be my faith that's too low. That's also why the first Hex seller ignored me, not anything to do with me murdering NPCs as I thought at the time. Can't remember if I ever corrected myself on that, so apologies if I didn't. Right, so let's get Homing Somas equipped, and I'll be getting rid of Heavy Homing Arrow because I'm imagining that it'll be a hell of a lot better than that crap. So yeah, it's only got 4 uses. Let me just quickly use one now, just to have a little look-see. That is not my staff, there's nothing like my staff, there we go. Oh yeah, so it's what the Scorpioness had, basically. They stick around me until they have a target to lock onto, so it's a defensive thing too. I like that, it's good. That is going to be helpful, and we're at 22 minutes here, that's not going to be enough time to get through an area, I don't think. Actually that's not true, but there is something else I want to do back in the doors of Pharros. We can push on to the next area through here, which is the next proper area, because I think I mentioned last time as well that the Doors of Pharros is primarily a Rat Covenant area, so it's more like a bridging thing in terms of the main story. You walk through it to get to the proper next area. I won't use Soulmash yet because it'll get stuck on here properly. Well, actually, maybe it won't, because this guy won't see me just yet. I'm still tempted to go back and, off camera I may do this, farm up just enough souls at the start of Iron Keep that, oh they do a lot of damage when they hit, don't they? To buy another copy of Great Heavy Soul Arrow from the merchant at Iron Keep and then swap out Dark Orb with it. I know Dark Orb is nice in terms of it has a blowback. Well, clearly not against the dwarves. Oh no, wait, no it does. It does certainly do a lot of poise damage, which is good. I like that. But I am trying to keep this character 100% sorcery, just because that's how I've chosen to roll. I'm not saying that's better. It probably isn't. It's just how I've chosen that I want to play this guy. So the fact that I am using Dark Orb right now, it doesn't fit the theme I wanted to go with. So yeah, I think that's almost certainly what I'm going to do before we get started next time. And this was not a mimic because there was a mimic down the stairs, so this should be 100% safe. It is. Dragon Charm. I'm not forgetting I picked up the shard, by the way. I will go back and use that. Actually, that's a lie. I totally did forget. But I'm going to remember by the time we get back to Majula, I hope. And here we find the final resting place for Gavlan. So anytime you need to get to him, this is where he'll be. Oh, totally forgot this item here. Thank you for the life gem. He doesn't really say anything else. He's just, you know, Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. But he does have an improved inventory if I remember correctly. Yes, he now has an infinite supply of poison arrows. If you want the latter half of the game to be fair, maybe borderline easy, buy a lot of them. Is 124 poison arrows a lot? No. You want about 300 or 400. So I will also be farming enough souls to have that many. I know I'm playing as a mage, but there's just a really shitty, tacky area in the latter half of the game called Shrine of Amana that is so much easier if you have a ridiculously high number of poison arrows, and that is the only way I know how to get through there without breaking. I mean, I was describing it to, I'll go into more detail when we eventually get there, but I was describing it to someone the other day there as the area of Dark Souls designed to break you. So this guy is going to chuck both axes at us, and then he's going to come try and punch us. Because he's stupid like that, I guess. He shouldn't reach us from here either. Well, that did actually hang in the air far longer than it should have, so maybe I'm wrong about that. And those are going to finish him off for sure. Excellent. And I think we have just one more guy to... Oh, there's a lizard that's already seen me. I'm not going to get it. Doesn't matter. I'll get it. They always respawn until the point that you kill them once. There should be a guy here, right? Yeah. I do that, and then quickly do this. Yeah, that does... Oh wait, no! I thought it was on my sword! Oh, the changing weapon system in this. I can light my torch here if I wanted, but there's no real need. Might as well just use Soul Spear, because there's no harm. Well, unless it gets blocked by his shield, of course. Probably should have just ran across while he was lingering, because he's designed... Oh, I should have just used the one. Never mind. He's designed just to piss you off before you get over here. And we should just be able to leave the area into... I can't actually remember what this part's called. It's the bridge before Brightstone. Or... When I say bridge, I don't mean literal bridge. I mean it's the area that bridges the gap. So what is it called? Any second now, game. Any second now. There might be an item on one of these. Yes, indeed there was. Radiant Life Gem. I'll probably never use them because I have too good to use syndrome. It's a horrible affliction that we should all get together and try and solve. Oh no, this does actually count as the start of Brightstone Cove, Toskoska? I don't even care. This area is filled with peasants that inflict curse on you with their attacks, and also some cursed pigs and whatnot. If I remember rightly, you can lure some into attacking you. It's not a particularly dangerous area, this, and there's also a bonfire, so I'll probably clear out this area and then end when I rest at the bonfire to do all that off-camera stuff I was talking about. There's a guy just minding his own business mining down there. He will not aggro you until you do something to hate him, annoy him. Yes, try and hit me with your cursed pickaxe. Yeah, I figured these guys would be very weak against magic. This area is going to be much easier than the previous area for damn sure. Well, this part. The later parts, I'm not 100% sure on that. Is that enough? Yeah. And one of them dropped an item. Said item is a peasant's attire, so if I want to dress as a peasant, I have what I always wanted. Will he aggro as I get near? He will not, so that means he's getting backstabbed. Which was not even enough to kill him, which is a bit disconcerting. Yeah, I think I need to upgrade my sword. Maybe, well actually, either literally upgrade or just find something more suitable to me. Lots of souls, good. I might actually be able to crunch them and have enough to buy what I've been talking about. And there's an item on top of there, which you can get by destroying this. Lacerating arrows times 15, that's a very good basic arrow. And now there's the cursed pig dealies. Oh, and I totally forgot about him up there. Luckily my auto lock-on system did not. I could probably snipe them with the binoculars. I think this might be overkill, but let's roughly guess there. Spot on. Oh, they take a lot less damage from magic than I was expecting. Right, well, let's see how the sword does. Sword does okay. I can do more swings with the sword. So, I don't think there's any more peasants. If there is, it's just one more. One more pig for sure. Just enough stamina to do that. Smooth and... Oh, was that off his body? Because there's still an item in here. Large soul, excellent. I don't think there's an item on this one. Nah, just a corpse. Oh yeah, the guy who was up there that I killed. So we can indeed get inside that ruined house there for some items, and to do that we have to fall down the well. I like this because I think this is a throwback to the well in Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 1, where everybody always went out their way to try... Putting a summoning stone here, really? Must be for co-op. Everyone always tried to jump in the well at some point or another, and... Oh, damn it, it needs a running jump. I thought it was a roll. And if you jump in that well in Firelink Shrine, you die. because it's a well. Why would you jump in a well, you moron? Well, or is this a running one? Let me test. You run. Okay. I'm glad I did that. Can't remember what holy water urns do. I think they are usable at the next boss, I think? I might be wrong about that. I can't remember. I believe this chest is safe, but we'll check it anyway. And we get 5 human effigies. Very, very worthwhile going out your way to get that. And now we can light the bonfire, I think, and we're pretty much done here. Did I check this tent, which has a summoning sign hidden in it, I notice? That'll again be someone trying to co-op, I think. Where's the one with the bonfire? It's this one. Right? Yeah, it is. So that's us got our first bonfire in Brightstone Cove. Let me just double check the name of this place. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? There we are. Brightstone Cove, Tseldora, I see. I'm just going to call it Brightstone Cove because that is so much easier. So next time, we'll probably go back to the gutter and get that out of the way. I think the gutter is the next area I want to handle, and then we also have Brightstone Cove, and then we also have Iron Keep. That's basically our three obstacles to get the last old one souls we need, and then we'll be able to move on with the next main event, as it were. So I will go back to Majula as I finish up here by saying thank you as always for sticking with the series. I am massively, massively happy that the series is doing so well, and that you're enjoying it. That's the most important thing out of all of this. And we will get more done next time. I'm sorry there was no boss kill this time. If we get through the gutter fast enough next time, yeah, there could well be a boss. An old one at that. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Ta-ta for now. Also, don't look at my mandrift.